Hello, bonjour, Calgary. Did you know that at least 238,000 people speak Français in Alberta and that 90,000 live right here in Calgary? Oui, oui, c'est vrai. It's true. And now, thanks to Shaw Community Access Programming, we get to reach out to everyone to let you know all about our special people, places, events, and activities happening in this fair city in both English and en français. That's right, mes amis. We begin the first part of our program in English and then we repeat it en français. So stay with us. Hello, bonjour. My name is Anne Boiteau, and today we're chatting with Roseline Cyr, who is the chair of the Association Francophone des Scouts de Calgary, the Calgary Francophone Associations of Scouts. Bonjour, Roseline.
Bonjour.
How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good. So you've been with the Scouts movement for quite a number of years.
I'm entering my 27th year this year.
Wow. And what attracted you to Scouts? Why did you start with the association?
Well, I was in Girl Guides as a youth, so I had 7 years of experience and lots of fun as a Girl Guide. And when I had my family, I had a 7-year-old daughter and I wanted her to experience some of that. And we were in a French community and I wanted to continue with our language and culture. So we registered to be with l'Association des Scouts, and it was great because she started as a youth and I was able to be a leader with her, and that's when I started in 1987.
1987.
Yes.
And when you were a guide, were you? Was there a Francophone association then?
No,
or no?
I was in New Brunswick then, and it was
okay.
Girl Guides of Canada.
Okay.
And I was a member of the Girl Guides and Rangers and the different levels there, and an assistant leader at that time.
Okay. And l'Association des Scouts du Canada and Scouts Canada are two different associations, are they not?
Yes, they are. L'Association des Scouts Canada and Scouts Canada are both recognized at the same level, at the world level. And we're the only country in the world that has two scouting organizations within the same country. But we work very closely with Scouts Canada. We have an agreement with them. It's called Ensemble Together, and they work very well together. We don't have the same programs. We have totally different programs. They respect the fact that we have a Francophone program and our structure is a little bit different. And they have a different structure, and of course there are a lot more of them in the West, a lot more of Scouts Canada in many of the provinces, and so we are a minority organization, but very strong in the East, of course, because it is French.
And is the Francophone Association in every province? Is there representation?
We have in every province at this time. However, in Manitoba, we're just for l'Association, the Francophone Scouts, we don't have youth at the moment. We have, good years and bad years, and at the present time, our Manitoba group is just not functioning. So we're going to get it up and running, hopefully soon.
Okay. And the Francophone Association of Scouts, l'Association des Scouts, now is comprised of girls and boys now. It's not just male scouts, but also female scouts, is that right?
Exactly, yes.
How long has that been?
I believe it was in 1994 when we had, for the Francophone movement, we had l'Association des Scouts et Guides. However, in the English scouting movement, they only had Scouts Canada, which was all boys, and they had Girl Guides of Canada, which were all girls. So in 1994, our Scouts Canada had sort of separated from Girl Guides, so we didn't have a Girl Guide movement, but the girls became Scouts. They had a choice. They could have gone to the Girl Guide movement or stay with the Scout movement, but they developed, with l'Association, they developed some programs for our French girls who wanted to remain in scouting, or we could join them in with the English, with the boys as well. We had mixed groups, and we had, in some provinces, we had only boys and only girls, and also mixed groups. So depending on the numbers, we had the options, or the children had options.
Ah, okay. And the scarf that you're wearing, tell us a little bit about the colors and what it means.
Well, this one is red, white, and gray, and they represent Calgary, of course. And on the back, and I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it, but there's a little cowboy hat on the back of the scarf. And that's our group colors and our group scarf for the Les Scouts Francophones de Calgary. And this scarf is quite popular when we go east. They all want it because of the cowboy hat on it. So it's really representative of our Western culture here, in especially Alberta.
Yes,
so
for sure. And you've got like a knot around your scarf.
They're called woggles, and the woggles in English they're called a woggle, and this one is representative of a certain level of training that we get as a leader. And so we attain a certain level, and we get the woggle with this hard leather. It's called le nœud de Gilwell. They have these in scouts around the world, really. So they're recognized. Any of these symbols are recognized around the world. When you're at this level, they know what level you have. So it's a badge, in other words.
Okay.
And then these beads, again, I have 4. So the first 2 beads that you get is a different level of training. And then the next 4 beads just show that you're now a trainer. So I'm a trainer, and I can train other leaders. So everything on our uniform represents something.
Yes. And so talk to us a little bit about what you have on your shirt.
Well, on the left,
symbols.
On the right side, I should say, these are all badges pertaining to the, we say appartenance, to the level of belonging to the organization. This purple one is the World Scouting Organization. And this banner here is Scouts Canada, and they have a new one out now, but my uniform is a bit old, and we're changing them very shortly. And this lower one is for Western Canada, and it was for La Fédération des Scouts de l'Ouest. The one on the sleeve this is for the group, at the group
Calgary,
level.
at the group
On the left, on the pocket here, I have my cross, which is when we do our Scout Promise, and when we become leaders. And then this little pin just represents the number of years. So every 5 years, you can get a pin showing the number of years. This little banner here is just the 5th year level. This pin is also another level of training that we receive, and that would be in administration, whereas these are more in being a leader, as a scout leader, and this is in the administration side.
Okay.
And
you've also been recognized very appropriately with medals. Can you show us some of the medals that you've received throughout your career?
Well, I'll show you some of the medals that I have received, and honestly, I never feel that I work for the medals. They're not a part of my reason for being in scouting, but it is an honor to be recognized and appreciated, so you get appreciated at different levels. I have brought my medals with me, and I almost feel like it's military, but not quite. This first medal with the red, yellow, and green, this is just my medal for 10-year service. And then I'm going to pull this blue one out. This is a medal for it's a medal of recognition, an award for the volunteer work that I have done in scouting at different levels. I've been at the group level, provincial level, at the district level, which is Western Canada, and at the national level. And if you've done anything special, I've organized jamborees or whatever, they recognize you for your volunteer work and your efforts. This next medal was quite an honor. I received it last year, and it's the Queen's Jubilee, Diamond Jubilee Medal. And they were awarded, only a certain number of medals were awarded across Canada, so I was very pleased and surprised to be nominated and to receive that award. And the next medal is, again, the Queen's Jubilee Medal was awarded to me through Scouting.
Okay.
They do offer them at different levels in communities and whatever, but mine was through the Scouting organization. And this other one is from the Legislative Assembly of Alberta, Francophone Culture and Language, and it is for my volunteer work that I've done in the Calgary community, in the French community of Calgary.
Geez, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
That's really good. And tell us a little bit about the types of programs that the association offers, or particularly in Calgary.
We have programs for our youth at different levels. We start at 7. They have beavers. They're different from Scouts Canada because the age level is different. Les Castors, which are our beavers, they start at 7. And then we have the Cubs. For us, they start at 9. Then the Scouts, which is Éclaireurs, they start at 12. And then the pionniers, which are Ventures, they start at 15. So they all have their own distinct program because of their age levels. And we have camps for these kids. We have fundraisers that we do with them, teach them how to work for what they want. We have environmental programs. They get badges for their environmental work, and they get recognized for their efforts as well, which I think is great.
Yeah.
These are extracurricular activities, so a lot of our games and activities are a bit different than what they would do in school, so it teaches them a new area of development for themselves. We have camps for the different levels. For the younger kids from 7 to 12, we have 2 camps a year, a summer and a winter one. And for the older ones, we have 3 or 4. They go out a little bit more rugged camping than the younger kids do.
Survival.
Our kids aren't old enough to do survival yet, but we do try some of that, and we do have badges for their, camping as well, heavy camping and light camping, winter camping, so sleeping outside in the snow.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And they do really well. They
love it.
They love it, eh?
They
Yes.
love the camps, and I think that sometimes you don't know what makes a child enjoy scouting or what draws them to the organization. And I think that if you did a survey, a lot of them would say it's just that they like to go camping. And they just don't have that opportunity sometimes, other than with an organization like ours.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
it's something that we can
and
offer
it's
them that's a little different.
supervised, and it's
And we also
a lot
do
of learning.
Exactly. Our basic principles are to help the child develop in different aspects. Their physical, their emotional, their social, some spiritual, intellectual development, and they learn that through the various activities that we can offer them.
And if someone would like to register, how would they go about it for the Francophone Association?
Please contact me directly. My phone number is 403-274-0463, and my email address is roscyr@shaw.ca. And I can give you the information that you require. We also have a website for the association that they can go on and get more information, but I would be happy to provide anyone with details and information about registration and meetings.
And you require volunteers as well?
Absolutely. We're always looking for adult volunteers. It's not only hard work, it's fun work. It's not all hard, actually. We do offer training for the leaders, which is great. We have great programs for them as well. And we do need leaders. We always do need leaders. It's always good to have, a change and new blood. And
Great.
I'm getting old, so it's time to replace me too.
Well, thank you so much for being with us today.
You're welcome.
And we
pleasure.
will continue this en français.